welcome to online class. Now we are going to see Standard 8 English, A Thing of Beauty, written by John Keats. Children, this is memory poem. Make sure that you are learning this daily. Okay. First, let us start with the motivational quote. Look deep into the nature, and then you will understand everything is better. Once again, I repeat. Look deep into the nature, and then you will understand everything better. Okay, children. Now, let me ask you one question. Children, do you admire the beauty of nature, animals, people, place or things? Do you admire by seeing all this nature, animal and plants? Yes, is it? Okay. So before I will start this, let me tell you about the poet. Our poet John Keats was born in London and he was a British romantic poet. Although trained to be a surgeon, Keats decided to devote himself only to poetry. So he is a famous doctor, but he decided himself to dedicate towards the poetry, towards the literature. Keats' secret is power to sway and delight the readers lies primarily in his gift for perceiving the world and living his moods and aspiration in the terms of language. So he himself dedicated towards the writing poetry. The Thing of Beauty is an excerpt from his poem Endymion. So this poem, A Thing of Beauty, is taken from his poem that is Endymion. What is Endymion? We'll see now. The poem is based on Greek legend, in which Endymion, a beautiful young shepherd and poet who lived on Mount Latmos, had a vision of Cynthia, the moon goddess. The enchanted youth resolved to seek her out and so wandered away through the forest and down under the sea. Actually, our poet, his name is Endymion. He was admired by the beauty of goddess moon. Her name is Cynthia. So he started admiring the Cynthia. Based on her, he has written this poem, A Thing of Beauty. Okay, let's see in detail. Let us analyze line by line this poem. Okay, ma'am? First, let us see about the summary of the poem. A Thing of Beauty. It is a memory poem. I told you it's a beautiful poem written by John Keats. Okay, so this poem tells us about the nature and wonders of nature, and it mesmerizes us and takes us away all the sorrows around us from the time to time. Okay, this poem, it admires about the nature. Main thing is it describes about the nature. Okay, so let us see about the poem A Thing of Beauty, which is in page number 109. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness, but will keep above quiet for us and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Therefore, on every marrow and weary a flowery band to bind us to the earth. Some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits, such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon from simple sheep, and such are daffodils with the green world they live in, and clear hills that for themselves a cooling a covered make against the hot season. The mid-forest break, rich with sprinkling of fair musk, rose blooms, and endless fountain of immortal drink, pouring onto us from the heaven's brink. So this poem is very interesting, children. Let us just see first two lines. What is there in first two lines? A thing of beauty is joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness. Actually here, the poem name is A Thing of Beauty, and starting line in this poem is also Thing of Beauty. What is a thing of beauty? Thing of beauty is nothing but anything which is beautiful to our eyes. Whatever, if you see a tree with the flowers, it's beautiful to us, is it? So if you see the moon, first day moon, it looks very beautiful. So whatever we see, anything we see which is beautiful to our eyes is a thing of beauty. It's a joy forever, and that beauty is which gives happiness forever. It gives happiness always. That is the first line. A thing of beauty is joy forever. The Beauty, anything which is beauty, it gives happy to us always, forever in the sense it gives beauty, it gives happiness always to us. Its loveliness increases, it will never pass into nothingness. So love towards that beauty will go on increase day by day and it will not decrease or it will not disappear when we see later on. Is it? Once if we like one tree or if we are fond of a rose flower, that fond will go increase day by day. It will not get disappear, it will not get decreased. So that is what in the first three lines. See, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Anything which is beauty is happy always, is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. So love towards that beauty, it increases. It will never pass into nothingness. Nothingness in the sense, it will never go into decrease or it will never get disappear. Next, but will keep a bower quiet for us and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. So that beauty will keep us in a bower. Bower in the sense in a shady place. So where is the bower? See, a pleasant shady place under a tree or climbing plant. So that thing of beauty will give us a shady place where we can relax ourselves and we can have a nice sleep with a sweet dreams which enhance our health and feel ourselves fresh. That is what given in the next three lines. See, but will keep a bower quiet. Bower in the sense shady place where we can sleep with a full of sweet dreams and with a good health. If we have a nice sleep and good health, then physically we will be fit, is it? So here he says that so when we relax ourselves under this shady place, we will have a good sleep with a full of sweet dreams and our health and good breathing will be there for us. That is, like our lifestyle will go with a peaceful manner. Next, therefore on every morrow and we wreathing a flowering band to bind us to the earth. So here morrow in the sense the following day, that is tomorrow, the next day. Therefore on every morrow, that is that fond of love towards the thing of beauty, whichever we love, it will go daily, it will go next day also. Not for the particular day we love a tree. You see, I am fond of mangoes. If only for that particular day I am not fond. Every season, every year when we come, we will get the mangoes. First person to get that mango, it will be ourselves. Is it? Whoever is liking mango. In the same way, that goes daily, that following day. Therefore, on every morrow, morrow in the sense tomorrow, and we reading in the sense, it is getting binded like a flower band. How we tie a flowers? So it will get, that fond will go like a binding like a flower band to bind us to the earth. That is getting connected towards the earth. That love towards the nature is connected towards our earth. Some shape of beauty moves away the pall. Okay, whenever we felt sad or some sorrows, we get, see, life is full of positive and negatives, is it? So whenever we felt sad or sorrow, by seeing this nature, by admiring this beauty which we like, immediately our sorrows and sadness will run off. As a parent, as a mother, whatever mindset is not good, when I see my children, all my sadness will get disappeared. In the same way, when we see this nature, who are admired with nature, for them all his sorrows and sadness will flee away. Fall in the sense dark cloud. Fall in the sense dark cloud. Some shape of beauty moves away fall from our dark spirit. So this beauty, anything which is beauty, this thing of beauty will move away all our fall in the sense dark clouds, okay, which is there in our mind, and our dark spirit. Spirits in the sense the soul guide our emotions and character. So all this character, our emotion, everything will get disappeared by seeing this beauty of nature. Then such the sun, the moon, trees old or young, sprouting a shady boon. Boon in the sense, meaning of boon is, boon here. Okay, meaning of boon is a shade which is helpful to someone. Okay, for small shade. See, such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon for a simple shade. So when I told you, whenever we are sad or sorrow, by seeing all this nature, what our God has gifted to us, that is by seeing the sun, moon, trees getting to the old trees or young trees, and the trees which is getting sprouting when it is the sprouting in the sense, the trees which is about to come, trees which is sprouting and to develop suddenly in large numbers. So all this will be helpful for us to disappear our feelings, disappear our sadness. Okay, then and such are daffodils with a green world they live in. Okay, so that and all will help us to live in a green world, to live in a peaceful world, which will help us, the nature will help us to live in a deep world. Actually here children, John Cage, he admires nature. He loves nature, and even though he is a doctor, he is a surgeon, he is very much moved, he is very much admired by the beauty of nature. So he says that whenever he felt sad and sorrow, by seeing the sun, moon, trees, even a small ship, by seeing all those things, he is getting himself activated. Okay, next. And clear rills. Rills, meaning of rills is a stream of running water. Okay, and clear rills that for themselves a cooling cupboard. Cupboard in the sense done secretly. Meaning of cupboard is done secretly. Made against the hot season. So God, as the see in the midst of the green forest, this green land in the sense in the midst of the forest. Okay, definitely we'll have a stream, that is lake stream. That is what is the rills. They have given a word. This clear rills. That clear rills will make this hot season into a cool season. See, and clear rills that for themselves cooling covered in the sense done secretly, made against the hot season. See, up to now we are in September month. Before 3 months it was completely hot, and suddenly the climate has changed because of the rain. So that in the same way, that rain, that is that rills has made this whole world into cool. That is what is given in the stanza. See here. And clear rills that for themselves a cooling covered in the sense that is done secretly, made against the hot season. The mid-forest break, which is happening in the, that rills is there in the mid-forest. That whole rain, that is a whole stream is making the forest in the cool manner. It is making the forest to be a greenish one. Then, rich with a sprinkling of fair musk, rose blooms. Musk in the sense fragrant smell. So, see, the plants can survive only because of water should be there. Not only because we can say water is also one of the essential source for the plants to survive, for the trees to survive. So, with that, with the help of that rills, that is the stream of water, there is a beautiful smell of the rose. Musk in the sense fragrant smell. And endless fountain of immortal drink. Here, next, not only the sun, moon, trees which is old and young, and then this clear stream, green forest, and beautiful smell of nature. Not only this, admire the nature. One more important thing is an endless fountain of immortal drink in the sense, the people who have lived in a brave manner. That is, for example, if you take our Abdul Kalam, still now he is there in our dreams. For many of the students, he is the inspiration. Is it? So we can remember those people also. Along with this nature, we can remember them also. That is what is given in that line. An endless fountain of immortal drink. The people who have led a legend life, they are immortal. Immortal in the sense they are living forever in our thoughts, in our they are as an inspiration to us. That is what is given. Is it? If for example we can take Ashoka the Great, his way of leading the war, that is very fantastic. So Abdul Kalam, all his policies, thoughts are all his fabulous ones. So this is what is given in that line. See, an endless fountain of immortal drink pouring onto us from the heavens brink. So all this are like a pouring water in the heaven. It's like a pouring water in the heaven. How there is a water in the heaven, it is in the same way. If we realize, if we able to feel the nature, and then the people who are living forever, those things are immortal. That is, those things are like a heaven to us. So this is what is given in the poem. A Think of Beauty, written by John Keats. Actually, children, John Keats is a doctor. I told you he died at the age of 25, young age, because of some illness. So he was simply moved with the nature, and he has given this memory poem. Very interesting memory poem. I hope you will understand when you read this. Okay, so shall I read this memory poem once again? A thing of beauty is joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness, but will keep a bower quiet for us, and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Therefore, on every morrow, and we wreathing this is binding like a flowery band to bind us to the earth. Some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spreads, such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, plotting a shading boon. Okay, see, up to this, what are the figure of speech is used here? One easiest is the alliteration. We all know that. Alliteration is the same sound of consonants is repeated. That is what is alliteration. Which line the same sound? Which line alliteration is repeated? See, check yourself. I have told you already. We know how to find out the alliteration in the word. First line it is not there. Second, third, fourth, sixth, seventh. In the eighth line, some shape. Yes. Repetition of the same word. That is what is the alliteration. Okay. So in the same way, for the other things, you can find out where is the alliteration words. Okay. Then see here, the next line for simple sheep. Yes. Okay. You can go with that. Alliteration is easy to find out. You can just find out. You can just go through with the poem to find out where all the alliteration words are there. Okay. And such are daffodils with a green bird they live in, unclear rills that for themselves cooling covert made against the hot season, the mid-forest break, rich with sprinkling of fair musk sense, nice smell, fragrant smell, rose blooms, an endless fountain of immortal means living forever drink, pouring onto us from the heavens brink. Okay, children. So these are the new words which is there in our textbook. See, meaning of bower, a pleasant shady place under a tree or climbing plant. Morrow in the sense tomorrow. For that they have given the short way. Morrow, the following day. Wreathing, binding like a flowery band. They bind flowers, is it? So this was wreathing. Then spite, desire to often or annoy something. Despondence, hopeless. Noble person, noble or not they receive. Noble is nothing but superior quality and having high moral principles. Next, doomed in the sense last day of existence. Immortal, living forever. Called a dark cloud. Spirits, the soul where lie our emotions and character. Rills, meaning of rill is stream of running water. So we have lake, rills in the midst of the forest. Is it? Covered, done secretly. Grandeur, so as to impress. Sprouting, to develop suddenly in large number. Okay, children. Now we shall see the book exercise which is there in page number 110. According to the poet, I think of beauty, a joy forever is the answer. So, I think of beauty is joy forever. Is it? Anything which is beautiful to our eyes, it gives joy forever. It gives happiness for us always. So, for me, it's my children. For you, it's your parents. Is it? Whenever we see your parents, you will get enjoyable. Okay. Beautiful things never pass into nothingness. Means that they never fade away. Never pass. That is pass into nothingness in the sense never fade away. Will keep a bower quiet for us. It means what? Will give us peace and calm. So this beauty of nature, this thing of beauty will give us peace and happiness for us. Answer is A. A fourth question. For all the unhealthy means suffering. Unhealthy means suffering. The sun, moon, trees, old and young are the things that remove the pall of gloom from our life. Pall in the sense, listening of pall, removes the dark clouds from our dark negative things from our life. Removes the dark clouds from our life. Children, question answers will be sent through PDF. Kindly complete your classwork. Make sure that you are writing neatly with date. So after completing it, you can submit your classwork in the office room. Thank you. Meet you again.